So let me tell you how I use a function on the Instant Pot to stop the meltdown and make sure I always have a warm dinner. So lots of people love slow cooking for its set and forget feature, but the trouble with slow cooking is, well, it's very slow, isn't it? And for many of the dishes that I love, I feel I get a better result in the pressure cooker. And if we've not met, I'm Susan from Cooking and Calm, and I'm helping you find ways to save time, eat well, and still find some ease and calm in life, no matter what is going on out there. And the Instant Pot is really good at helping with that, which is why I use it so much, and it's a big part of my complicated life. So the Instant Pot has a feature called the Keep Warm function. It's often on by default, but let me show you how to turn it on and off. So this is the Instant Pot Pro Crisp, which is one of those models with the separate air fryer lid. And what you can see here is a button called Keep Warm, and on this model I can turn it on, and what you can do is, if we were pressure cooking right now, I'd press pressure cook, turn on whatever time I want, turn it on to high or low, and then you can see the Keep Warm button by default is lit up. So if I don't want it on, and there are reasons to turn it off, I can just click on it. So on, Keep Warm, off, and then I would just press start and off we go. So let's say you're cooking up a comforting batch of chicken and barley soup. That's one of my favourites. You click on the Keep Warm button as you set the pot away, and that way what will happen is that once the time for pressure cooking is up, it will pop into its Keep Warm function, and then the Instant Pot will slowly, naturally release the steam, so you don't need to be here for that. So no panic needed, and you can go have a lie down, look after a loved one, whatever it is that takes you away from the kitchen, with a bit of relaxation, knowing that the Instant Pot has got your back. But you do need to know when it's good to use that Keep Warm button and when you need to stand by your pot. And if you're finding this video useful, one way you can really help me is to give a thumbs up, and that lets YouTube know that I'm trying to be a helpful human. So thank you if you're able to do that. So the kinds of recipes that the Keep Warm function works really well for include soups and stews, slow cooked meats where you're looking for kind of pull apart meat, curries, boiling up dried beans in water, making a stock from old meat or chicken bones, the longer the better for that, chili or ragu and bolognese, all of these kinds of foods that benefit from a long slow cook. The Keep Warm function will be your friend. And the other thing I use it for is for rice. Now with rice, I do use Keep Warm, and it will absolutely keep it warm. But I find if it's on Keep Warm for more than 30 minutes, the rice can start to get a bit clumpy and sticky. So it's perfectly edible, but for texture, I don't leave the rice on Keep Warm too long. But there are other kinds of dishes where I wouldn't use the Keep Warm function. And you might not be surprised to hear that they include the more delicate dishes you might pressure cook. So I'm thinking about kind of low pressure steam of fish. No. We want to be right there releasing that steam and getting that fish out while it's lovely and flaky. Another thing where I definitely don't use Keep Warm is the technique of doing 0-minute broccoli or some other tender vegetables. No. Where, just as in a pan, we don't want to just leave it on and leave them stewing. 0 minutes, we use quick release, let all that steam out, and you will have the most perfect 0-minute broccoli. No Keep Warm. The other kinds of dishes where it's quite risky to leave it on Keep Warm includes things that might cause burn notice on the Instant Pot. No. And now I mention it, I don't think I've ever done a video on the burn notice. If that's something that you would find helpful, let me know in the comments below and I will get that on my list. So the final food I will never use the Keep Warm button for is boiled eggs. Now I love my Instant Pot boiled eggs, but you need to stay close if you're going to have the perfect egg, or otherwise they'll turn to rubber. But if you want to see how to perfectly cooked, easily peelable, perfect soft and boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, you might want to take a look at this video here, where I do a lot of experimenting. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'll see you over there.